She never led armies. She never left her convent walls. Yet, her life shook the world, not through grand deeds, but through small acts of love. This is the story of Saint Therese of Lisieux, the little flower whose simple way still blooms in hearts today. Therese was born in 1873 in Alsace, France. Her parents, Louis and Zélie Martin, were devout Catholics who nurtured their children's faith. But her early life was marked by both joy and sorrow. When Therese was just 4, her mother died, her world darkened, and she clung to her father for comfort. Have you ever experienced a loss that shaped who you are today? How did it change your faith or the way you love others? Therese was deeply sensitive. Harsh words or small criticisms wounded her easily, but even in her fragility, she dreamed of giving her whole life to God. On Christmas Eve, at age 14, something miraculous happened. A simple moment of grace transformed her heart. In that moment, she discovered the little way, choosing love in every small action, no matter how hidden. When was the last time you chose kindness in a moment when you were tempted to lash out? How might small choices of love change your relationships today? Therese felt called to become a Carmelite nun. At just 15, she begged the Pope for permission to enter the convent. Her boldness shocked many, but her faith could not be denied. Inside the convent, Therese embraced obscurity. Her days were filled with prayer, work, and silent acts of love. She believed holiness wasn't about doing great things, but doing ordinary things with extraordinary love. What ordinary hidden act of love can you offer today? Could the smallest gesture become your greatest prayer? Have you ever felt too small to make a difference? Ever wondered if your quiet prayers, your hidden sacrifices, or your simple act of kindness really matter to God? Saint Therese of Lisieux shows us that they do. Her little way teaches us that every moment, every small choice of love has the power to transform lives and lead us closer to Christ. As you go about your life, remember, holiness isn't found in grand, dramatic acts, but in the love you pour into the smallest, most ordinary moments. Share in the comments how this story touched your heart. What small act of love can you offer today? Your story may inspire someone else's journey back to hope and faith. Subscribe, share this video, and join us each week as we uncover more stories of faith and courage. Because your small act of love can change the world, just like Street Therese. Therese battled tuberculosis, enduring great physical pain. But even as her body weakened, her spirit grew stronger. She wrote, "I will spend my heaven doing good on earth." Therese died at just 24 years old, whispering, "I love you, my God." Her sisters were heartbroken, but her writings soon spread far beyond the convent walls. When your life is over, what legacy of love will you leave behind? How will your small acts ripple into eternity? In 1925, Therese was canonized a saint. Millions began to follow her little way, finding holiness in daily life. Street Therese teaches us that every moment matters. Every small act of love can become a pathway to holiness. What is one small act of love you can offer today? Share in the comment below. Your story may inspire someone else's journey. Thank you for watching Stories of the Saints, where we uncover lives that light the way. Subscribe and walk with us each week as we share these timeless stories of faith and courage. Let us know in the comments section if you ever felt too small to make a difference. Have you ever wondered if your simple prayers, your hidden sacrifices, or your quiet act of kindness really matter to God. Street Therese of Lisieux's life ended quietly, with no fanfare, in a small convent that the world barely noticed. She never saw the impact her hidden life would have, how her little way would blossom into a global movement, inspiring millions to see holiness in the smallest acts of love. But here's the mystery that lingers long after her story ends. What if the greatest saints are not the ones remembered in statues and history books, but the ones whose names are never known, who quietly love and serve in the shadows, seen only by God? Think about it. What if your smallest act of love, a single word of encouragement, a silent prayer, a moment of forgiveness, is shaping eternity in ways you may never see? Therese believed this with all her heart. She believed you don't have to do grand things to change the world, because God sees every little thing. So now the question isn't just about St. Therese, it's about you. When the story of your life is written, what will your hidden acts of love reveal? Could be that you're already on the path to sainthood, one small, unseen choice at a time. Share in the comments a small act of love that has touched your life, or a moment when God used someone's kindness to speak to your heart. Your story might be the very thing someone else needs to hear. Thank you for walking this journey with us. Subscribe and join us each week as we uncover more hidden lives of courage and faith, because perhaps your story is the next one to bloom.